Hello, my darlings. I hope you're all good and smiling and well and happy. Today, for day 17 of our challenge, 40 days of loving on your brain and giving your soul a huge hug in the process, we are talking about loving others. When we pour goodness into the lives of others, not only does it just feel amazing to see other people happy, set free, or just uplifted and helped, it gives us a great feeling, but also it helps us to develop love for ourselves. If we're struggling with low self-esteem or confidence issues, or just feeling like, we can all go through times where we just feel like we're not really making much of a difference and just not really understanding our purpose, or if we are impactful. It happens. We can go through these low times where we just feel a bit pointless. And if these feelings persist, this can lead to such low feelings, low self-worth, feelings of low self-worth. Sorry, I'm not gonna over-edit this. But when we do nice things and are kind and forgiving and loving to other people, and we see the impact that it has on their lives, not only is it just good to see someone helped, but to see the impact that we can have on people by just doing small things. It helps us to see ourselves in a different light. It helps us to see just how impactful and how needed we are. I'm not saying, if you're completely feeling like you're empty and you've got nothing in you, to just go out and extend all your energy to others. And the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup is true. So you have to be taking time to pour into yourself and to love on yourself and to do things that make you feel peaceful and happy. But if you are at a point some days where you don't feel like, you can do that, and you just feel a bit like, who am I and what am I doing next? I want to encourage you to do something for someone else. It could be not a lifelong commitment, but it could be a long commitment. Like you could make a conscious effort to support someone through a certain stage in their life, or to check in on someone regularly, someone that you might know is going through a hard time. But it can also just be small things like, delivering a plant to someone, giving someone a gift that will uplift them, writing someone a card or a letter and actually, putting it through their door or posting it to them, or just asking someone, is there anything you need help with? Is there anything I can help you with? Is there any way I can support you? You've got to know your boundaries, and this is all very subjective in the sense that you can gauge how far to extend yourself and what to do for certain people. Don't be a doormat. Don't just be like, I want to love others. Here, just do with me what you might. But do challenge yourself to go out of your way for others, to do things without expecting anything back in return, to spend time investing in someone else's life, whether it's just calling them and encouraging them and just listening to them or asking how they are. These small things, you don't know where people are at, but they can make the hugest difference. And if you can get into a habit of doing these things, then your sense of self-love and your sense of impact and knowing, that you are valuable. I'm not saying that your value comes from serving others. I'm not saying that. But there are times where we don't actually realize the impact we have on others. And when we see it, we're like, whoa, I'm not so rubbish after all. I've really made that person's day, and I didn't know I had I didn't know I had that in me. I didn't know that little old me could make someone's whole day, week, or even month better. But it can. You've got it in you. You've got little gestures and big gestures as well in you that can change the world for someone else. So it is so important to get into a habit of pouring into other people's lives. It really is. There are so many people that say, so I'm focusing on myself, and fair play, everybody's different, and there's people that have given so much to the wrong people, and it has just completely drained them and made them feel like they can't anymore. But if anybody has made you feel regretful that you gave, or you feel like you wish you weren't so nice, or you wish you weren't so loving, shake that off. Just because it weren't received in a way that was probably the best, or it weren't appreciated in a way that made you feel appreciated, doesn't mean that the goodness inside you is not absolute gold for the right person. So shake off anything that made you feel like giving and doing for others is not for you. It is for all of us. It is directly linked to the quality of life we have. When we are loving on others, making life easier for others, going out of our way to bring people up and spread smiles, goodness comes from within us and to us. We're sowing good seeds by doing that, and also we're building up our own confidence, because you just see yourself through a totally different lens when you see what little old you can do. Okay, so get your journals out and write down some ideas or some people that you know, things that you could do to bless someone else. Giving someone a gift, a plant, a journal, some pens, encouraging people to journal by getting them a journaling kit, or talking life with someone. So yeah, write down as many as you can and start as early as tomorrow. Do something, go out of your way, let go of expectation. Even if you think, gosh, I went out of my way and that person didn't even really smile. Don't do it for that. It's nice when you get to see the impact if it's positive, but don't do it for that. And yeah, and as you get into the habit of doing this, maybe even note down how it feels every time you do it. Every time you've gone out of your way, or you've reached out to see if somebody needs your help. Okay? So I'm thinking of you as you do this. I'm praying for you. And yeah, I want to encourage you, get into a habit of sowing good seeds into the lives of others. So speak soon, sending you all love, and yeah, day 17, done.